Alright guys, what's up? So today's video is going to be on the Battle Wagon belt right here from Ciguera Gear. This is my belt. I've been running this belt on and off duty for about 2 months just like this. So super simple, super clean, minimalistic. So today's video is going to be on an intro, if you will, on this belt. So I'm going to show you guys up close what it looks like, the reason why I'm wearing this belt or running this belt just like this, and the stuff that I like about it. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and start at the front with the buckle. Cobra buckle style. You're not going to have the plastic stuff like some of the other belts out there. Plastic over time is going to get messed up. So how do you undo this? You press into it. You have to press into it. If you have any sort of tension going outward, you're not gonna be able to release your belt. So you have to press into it, and then you have these little ears right here, the golden ears. So you press into it with this hand, and then you press on those ears with your other hand. Done. Male end, female end, put the male end in there until you hear the clicks, click, click, and then you're good to go. So again, if somebody's pulling, there is no way this belt is going to be undone at all. You have to be pressing into it, hit the little ears, and then you're good to go. Moving over to this side of the belt right here. So what you'll notice is that this belt, for a battle belt, most of the battle belts that are coming out right now have the little D-ring. This one does not have a D-ring. Why is that? Well, one is to save you some money. Chances are you will never use that D-ring ever. So really a lot of people are just kind of using it for the looks. They don't have a purpose. They just kind of like hang stuff from there, but they're not using it for what it's meant for. So because they're not adding that, it's saving you money, and it also giving you space to add more things to your belt if you need to. For example, one of the reasons I like this belt a lot is because I can use this belt for SWAT operations, and I can also use this belt like for patrol purposes. There are some agencies out there, so there are some people out there who are not issued anything, and instead of having to buy 2 different belts, they can actually get away with just this one belt because it's clean. What you'll notice is that this belt does not have any molly around it, and it's not super busy, or it doesn't have that militarized look to it, right? Like some agencies, they just don't like it. So because this belt is like this and it's designed this way, you can actually have it for SWAT and also for regular patrol operations. For patrol, I like to have my mags as close as possible to my belt buckle. Whenever I'm not, or if I'm wearing some sort of armor or whatever, I actually prefer my mags to sit a little bit further out. That way I can clear it, and I can draw from here rather than draw from here if I have a pouch. And I'm going to put my carrier on later on, for example, to kind of give you guys a reference of what I'm talking about. So I like mine to sit slightly behind. That way it's not getting in the way of my pouch and whenever I'm drawing. So that's just something else that they thought of to save you guys money and give you more space. Alright, so let's talk about the belt and the size and the width and all that stuff. So this belt right here is super thin. So this is not part of the belt. This is the actual belt right there. So it's super thin and it's super light. One of the things that happens with belts when you start to get on the lighter side is that they lose some of their strength, right? And so when you start adding heavier things like, mags, taser, radio, and that kind of stuff, they just get super flimsy, and over time they just don't hold up. This belt, I can tell you that for its size is actually going to be a lot stronger than some of the belts that are even thicker than this. So this one, you're not going to lose any strength. If anything, it's going to be stronger than some of the other ones that you may have already. I'm going to try and squeeze it, show you guys, and I'm trying to bend it and flex it, and it's not bending or flexing. Alright, so the next thing is the belt, right? Why only the mags? Why only the holster? Where's your taser, where's your radio and all that other stuff? All the other stuff is going to be on my vest, right? So I went with this belt and this configuration because I wanted something light. I wanted something that I can throw on fast, and the only thing that I need, right, to basically be consistent with everything else that I do and everything else that I have is my mags and my pistol to be in the same spot. I'm a big believer of keeping everything consistent, and because there are some people out there that will be in dress down operations, with regular clothes like this, and then they'll have their gun here, but then next week they have their gun on their hip, then the next time they have their gun lower because they have a drop leg or whatever the case it is. I want to keep my gun in the same spot every single time. I don't want to be mixing and matching all my stuff because under stress, I've done a bunch of repetitions this way, not so many this way, right? So I want to keep it consistent. And then my pouches, for my mags are in the same spot on all my belts. So that's literally the only reason why I have this on here. I don't have to have M4 pouch, a med pouch, extra batteries, a blade, or any of that stuff in this belt. All I need is my gun and my magazines. On my swap belt, I have all the other stuff. And I was running my swap belt like this for some time, just because I didn't have the extra belt. But now that I do, this is literally my go-to belt whenever I'm doing dress down operations. With the swap belt, when you're sitting in a car for hours doing surveillance, even if you have the belt off, because that's something that we'll do sometimes, I'll have the belt like this sitting in the, when I'm sitting in the driver's seat of our unmarked police car. I'll be sitting just like this. My belt's undone. My vest may be in my front seat or in the back, right? And so if I need to go, all I have to do is I just throw this on, clip it, grab my vest, throw it on, and then we're ready to go. When I had my swap belt and I had all the other stuff like my med kit, the pouches, and all that other stuff, after a few hours, it just starts to hurt and it just starts to mess you up. If you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. So with this setup right here, I don't have any of that. It's just straight up flat. So it's nice. It's a lot easier on my back and on my body. And again, we got to take care of ourselves. So this is the reason why I'm running this belt this way. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with the vest on. So stand by. Alright guys, so once you put everything together, that's exactly what it looks like. This is exactly what I would wear at work during dress down operations. Not when I'm in actual uniform. I actually have a uniform for that. But for the most part, this is it. So remember what I told you guys as far as the belt. I would have the belt unclip, sitting just like this in the seat. My vest is going to be beside me or behind me. When it's time to go, clip the belt, grab my vest, throw it on, and we're ready to roll. If you guys are interested in this belt, the Battle Wagon belt from Ciguera Gear, I'm going to put the link down below so you guys can check it out. And remember I told you guys that I was going to basically show you what I meant as far as the pouches being really close to the belt buckle. So if my pouch was really close to my belt buckle and I'm running a setup like this, right, so the pouch will be right here. If I'm drawing, there's a really good chance that I'm going to hit my pouch. I don't want to do that. If I'm drawing, if I'm going for more ammo, chances are things are bad, right? So I don't want to make it hard on myself by adding more things to it, right? So by me running it slightly behind, I won't have an issue, and it's not really going to be hitting anything, right? So that's why I run it this way in this configuration. If I was using this belt for patrol purposes, then I need to run my ammo source closer so I can make room for my taser, my radio, my flashlight, that kind of stuff. But because I have that stuff right here on my vest, I don't have to, worry about basically where my mags are. And again, I'm running my mags and my pistol on my belt because I want to keep everything consistent. I don't want to have my pistol up here when most of my drawing, actually almost every single draw that I have ever done has been from the hip right here. So I want to keep everything exactly the same for if the day comes, I don't have to, fumble all over the place. So as far as my vest, moving up to my vest, I'm not going to go into details for my vest. It's going to be a whole different video just because there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But just to kind of give you guys an idea, this is the battery box for my camera. It's not my actual camera. I know there are some cameras out there that look exactly like this, but this is literally the battery for it. Moving over, I have my flashlight inside of this pouch. I have Narcan, my notepad, and a set of cuffs. I also have flexi cuffs right here if I need to. I have my pen right here. I have my handcuff key, my radio, my tourniquet, and my taser. And again, my camera sits right here on my shoulder. The only stuff that I have is the stuff that I need. I could add more things to it, but this is literally all I need. I'm trying to be as low profile and as minimalistic as possible. So if you guys like this video, you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys let me know down below in the comments. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, please. Subscribe to the channel. If you hated it, tell me why you hated it. I'm going to have a bunch of the links down there in the comments for other things that I have, like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and all that stuff. So make sure you guys check that out. Again, if you guys want this belt or you guys are interested in this belt, I'll put the link down below for that as well. Take it easy, and until next time.